This is a true story. Berkeley Springs, West Virginia, a quiet, artsy little town with less than 1,000 people. It was the kind of place where everyone knew each other, and it was home to 15-year-old Riley Crossman, a bright, creative high school student loved by her friends and family. But in May 2019, that peaceful town would be shaken by something truly horrific. Riley lived with her mom, Chantel Oakley, her younger siblings, and her mother's boyfriend, Andy McCauley. She was close with her dad, Lance, and her boyfriend, Hayden. On May 7, 2019, Riley came home from school around 3:30 p.m. Her mom was resting on the couch. She worked 2 jobs and wasn't feeling well that day. After Riley woke her up for her shift, Chantel went to work for the evening. When she came home later that night, around 10 p.m., Riley's bedroom door was closed. Chantel assumed she'd gone to bed early. But the next morning, something felt off. Normally, Riley came in every morning to say goodbye before school. This time, her room was empty. Her phone went straight to voicemail. Chantel figured Riley had just gone to school early, until later that day, the school called. Riley had never shown up. Her mother panicked and called police. Officers weren't too concerned at first. Teens run away all the time, they said. But Riley's father, Lance, wasn't buying it. He'd gone into her room and noticed things that didn't sit right. Her glasses, purse, and backpack were all still there. Even her bedding looked disturbed, as if there'd been a struggle. And on the pillow, police found spots of blood mixed with saliva. Someone had been in Riley's room. Then came the most chilling detail of all, Riley's final texts to her boyfriend. At 11:13 p.m., she wrote, "Andy's in my room. I'm scared." The next morning, around 5:40 a.m., she tried to FaceTime Hayden, but he never answered. That was the last time anyone heard from her. Investigators questioned everyone in the house. Chantel's timeline checked out. She'd been at work. Riley's grandmother had left earlier that evening. And Andy? He said he saw Riley go to bed around 9:30 p.m. and claimed he left for work at 4 a.m. But his story quickly fell apart. His coworkers confirmed he'd disappeared from work for nearly 5 hours the next day and borrowed a work truck with no clear explanation. Police searched his truck with cadaver dogs. They alerted immediately. The scent of a dead body was unmistakable. Then, through surveillance footage, investigators tracked Andy's movements deep into rural West Virginia. 8 days after Riley went missing, her body was found dumped down an embankment near Martinsburg. She was partially clothed and badly decomposed. The medical examiner couldn't determine a clear cause of death, but evidence from her bedroom suggested suffocation or smothering. Police arrested Andy McCauley, charging him with first-degree murder, concealment of a body, and death of a child by a custodian. Prosecutors argued that Andy entered Riley's room that night, made a sexual advance, and killed her when she resisted. Then, while Chantel was at work and the house was quiet, he hid Riley's body until morning, returning later to move her and dump her remains. In 2021, after a long-delayed trial, the jury found Andy McCauley guilty on all counts. He was sentenced to 2 life sentences without the possibility of parole.